6 minutes of brand new PS4 and PS5 gameplay footage was released a few days ago. By watching it frame by frame multiple times, I was able to spot 10 amazing small details that I bet you might have missed. So come with me and let's find out. A few days ago, CD Projekt Red released unedited footage of gameplay on the consoles. I already covered the Xbox, and you can find the link for it on the video description. Today it is time for the PlayStation to shine. In this gameplay, we get to see some fragments of the prologue for the Nomad Lifepath. We start by fixing our car in the Badlands and head our way to Night City. We cross the border, and from what I could tell, it didn't go smoothly. We drive around Night City with Jackie and witness a car theft attempt, and the gameplay ends with a car chase gun blazing Cyberpunk style. Alright, now that I got you up to speed, let's dive into the 10 small details you might have missed. For our number 1, I have a nice Easter egg for you. Here we have the prologue of the Nomad Lifepath, and on the car we can see a bobblehead of a black dog. There are a couple of references of a black dog in the Cyberpunk lore. First of all, we have the music by Samurai that, according to the lore, was recorded in 2008 before the band broke up. You can listen to that song in the official Cyberpunk 2077 YouTube channel, by the way. But why is that relevant to the Nomad Lifepath specifically? Well, in short, Black Dog is also the name of a legendary group of edge runners that were led by Trey Santiago, son of Nomad Santiago, leader of the Aldecados Nomad Nation, which Nomad V is part of. So it all circles back to you. Interesting, huh? On number 2, the Badlands are probably huge. From the moment we start this shot, we are 250 meters away from the intersection and then 1.2 kilometers away from the board control. After that turn, we already can see clearly Night City on the horizon. However, there are a couple of shots from other trailers that the city appears to be much smaller, suggesting that we are probably even further away. Also, keep in mind that we have never seen the Badlands map yet, and all we know is that to the south of the city there's Pacifica, and then to the south of it we have the Biotechnica protein farms, and then we have the wall that divides the northern and southern California, and then we have the Badlands. Another fun fact is that we approach the main road to Night City, that, by the way, I believe it's the 101, and we do this from opposite directions on the PC and on the PS4 gameplay. So V was probably coming from completing 2 different quests, or he was just roaming around. On number 3, when entering the border control office, we have to release our weapons. There we give away a Malorian revolver, which is the same we used to kill some Arasaka soldiers after crossing the border. I wonder if those are 2 different approaches to crossing it. Moving on to number 4, still on the border control office, we can see the new United States of America map. First of all, we can spot Night City straight away. It is sitting right above a line that is dividing California state in 2. From the lore, there are still a bunch of free states in 2077, like North California for example, and also Texas is highlighted in red on this map, so maybe the reclamation war has not ended yet. Also, keep in mind that even though Night City is inside North California, it was declared an international city and it do not respond to either North California or the new USA. For number 5, we have a classic American hobby, competitive eating. Here we can see an ad for the Big Eat Show. Ironically, in real life, a show of the same name, it is a British documentary. That show follows the training of a British champion to compete in the World Eating Championship in New York City. I wonder what kind of records people would hold in 2077, as they could probably have cyber-enhanced digestive systems. I don't know, that's so gross. Alright, moving on, number 6. Here we have V and Jackie chatting in the car, and Nomad V is not impressed with Night City at all. He says that city is just like any other. Jackie, on the other hand, knows all the legendary figures of Night City.
Morgan Blackhand, Adam Smasher. Legends are born here.
What is impressive here is how different those prologues probably are. I believe that Corpo V would most likely know all those names off top of his head, especially Adam Smasher from the Arasaka Intelligence. Street Kid V would also certainly have heard those names and maybe even crossed with at least Rogue, I guess, which is the owner of the Afterlife bar. As a nomad, V is clueless about Night City legends and the gory details of its history. For number 7, we have the meanest sons of a bitches of the Night City Police Department. On this scene, we have some soon-to-be-dead gangsters attempting to steal a car. What they didn't expect is that there would be a Magstack AV flying by. That is what I call being in the wrong place at the wrong time. I have a whole video explaining the Magstack and you can check it later, it's linked in the video description. In a nutshell, they are a special squad of NCPD that was created to deal with dangerous cyber-enhanced psychotic criminals. This scene is really impressive as they jump the AV mid-air using flying boots, instantly kill all of the bad guys, and move back to the transport just casually. My bet is that they have somewhere to be answering a real call. The scene is here in the prologue to send the player a message: don't mess with the cops. On number 8, we learn from Jackie that the mission went south.
What's the deal with these borderlies flipping us the finger as they fucking please? With no consequences!
It appears that we lost the cargo that we're smuggling into Night City, probably to the border patrol officer. From the context, I assume that we probably tried to bribe/threaten him, but he didn't bite. I believe that we can go back there and seek for revenge and brute force recover the cargo. Number 9, we got confirmation that those guys with the holographic masks are sadly not the Bozos gang. Here Jackie clearly called them scavs. This is the updated and probably final look of the scavengers. If you don't know anything about the gangs of Night City, there is a whole playlist linked on the description especially for you. Finally, on number 10, there is no HUD information on your gun. Note how the gun is minimal and you don't even have information on your ammo count. Devs say that the HUD is not only a quality of life feature for the player, but it's also linked to the story. From the past gameplays, we see that we only unlock more advanced HUD options after we visit our first Reaper dock, Victor. The game is only a few more days until it's launched, and I'm more confident than ever that delays no more. I already have a list of post-launch content planned especially for you, so to not miss any of that, smash that subscribe button right there. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I see you next time.